Hello, and welcome to Mechwarrior Online. Today, I got the free Hellbringer Prime, the one that they're giving away for this month's free mech. And as I'm pretty well experienced with the Hellbringer, I'm going to make this into something a little bit more viable, at least from my point of view. Definitely prettier. So let's see what this thing comes with. So we've got a standard AMS with a ton of ammo. That's weak. 2 PPCs. That's not so bad. 3 ER medium lasers. A huge targeting computer. Clan active probe. Virtually no heat management. A streak. You know how I feel about those. And 2 machine guns. Well, this is all coming off. Oh, and look at the armor. I think my niece would have done a better job with this, or even my nephew, and he's only like 5. Ugh. I don't even know where to begin. $20 and $40 in the front. They want people to die on the battlefield with this setup. You're going to end up on a shirt doing it that way. Now, because I don't have any skills on this thing, I'm going to go 3, but normally I would go 2. My mouse is acting wonky. So now that we got that a little bit better management, we do have some interesting weapon availabilities. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go with putting some component pieces on. And I don't consider AMS a weapon. I consider it a component. So we're going to put that on there. Laser AMS. The only difference between laser AMS and regular AMS is heat. Heat and ammo is really the two differences. If you compare them side by side, they do the exact same thing, regardless of what you might think. They do the exact same thing. Maximum range, optimum range, projectile speed, health, damage. It's all the same. Just one of them has heat and the other one has ammo. You have to deal with ammo or heat. It's one of the two things. And since I'm not going to be worried about heat on this build, not even remotely, I'm going to go with laser. So I'm not even going to bother with the ballistics weapons, but I will take advantage of this. And what's the biggest, meanest thing you can put on here? An ATM-12. I'm going to put 2 tons of ammo on here and forget about it. And since this has case armor built in, I'm not even shy about putting them right there. Let's get some clan active going on here. Why is this even open? Add some double heat sinks on there. Now I've got roughly 9 tons to play with. And I think I'm going to go with ER medium lasers. Whoops. 3 of those here. And these guys here. And you know what? Just for fun, I think I will put the machine guns on here. Because why not? I never even checked to see what the quirks were. Actually, we'll go with a half ton of ammo because these will be backup weapons that will be fired with these 2 outboard. These 3 will be fired simultaneously. These 2 and the 2 light machine guns will be fired simultaneously. And then this will be the range weapon. And range it is. So now we have a firepower of 62.5, a heat management of 1.37, speed is 81, which is standard. And now I'm going to look at the quirks and see where this thing is actually set for. Because it really doesn't matter. Ballistic cooldown, neat. minus 10. Ballistic velocity, plus 25. That's actually kind of good for the machine guns. Missile cooldown, minus 25. That is really nice. Ballistic range, plus 15. That's nice. Energy heat, minus 10. Clan machine gun rate of fire, plus 20%. Now, is that the machine gun or the light machine gun? It didn't really say, so I think it just means the regular machine gun. Let's see here. It doesn't give a rating of rate of fire on here. It does say projectile speed. And then radar deprivation, minus 20%. And right torso, left torso. Or no, right torso, you're getting plus 8. Left arm and right arm, you're getting plus 15. It just says machine gun, so I wonder if you have to actually have the regular machine gun on here. Optimum range. It's getting there's the range information, but nothing about the rate of fire. Well, it said machine gun, so I'm just going to put machine gun on here because I don't like to play with fire. And then we'll just put the ammo on there. There we go. And now I got extra tonnage. What can I do? Well, I'm definitely not going to put a targeting computer on here. Or am I? I think I'm going to go with more heat management. And then use the last ton for targeting computer. There we go. So now I've got a heat management of 1.45. I've got a firepower of 64. And I've got range, close support, and AMS. This is a viable build. And it should be, because I have used this before. Something similar to this. How can you not fall in love with the way this thing looks? I just love the way the canopy looks in this thing. With the torsos on either side, you know, creating support and safety and stuff. It's all nice and snuggy. Skills, we're not going to have any. Well, maybe we'll have some. I think at one time or another I must have had this mech. So, mech, take that right there. And then we'll go with this guy here, since we can just really basically use these features to enhance the abilities of the existing features. I'm going to go with the UAV, actually. Weapon groups, just like I said. And we'll see if I own any patterns. I do. Oh, I think I already won that. That's why. The Smoke Jaguar, this is the paint scheme they want us to put on this thing. Ooh, that's a little over the top. Yeah. Then maybe red. Or blue. Oh, I'm digging that. Absolutely. Worry about decals later on. And we'll go go with that radio there. I can't begin to tell you how much I don't like the hanging items, because I see them as like a possible distraction. Like it could be something. Like a mech. This is the way I like to see catapults, from the side and the back. That big ass. There we go. Freebie. And this is the layout. Let's take this to the testing ground just to verify. We'll go to Rubelit, because it's the hottest map in the game. Confirmed, I might add. And we'll see if this ever loads up. I sat in for 10 minutes in the queue waiting for a map to load. It just sat there. So we're gonna go up and see this pretty guy.
Target acquired.
Heat management is not incredible, but it's working. Bye-bye.
Target destroyed.
I am doing pretty much alpha strikes with this too. Let's see what an alpha strike is on this. How much heat it produces. I didn't even get to 50. Bye-bye.
Target destroyed. New target acquired.
This is one of the reasons I love ATMs. Mad range. And when the lasers come in, they're actually just making a point. Come around the other side. It looks like one big laser from the enemy's point of view. But when you get in close, you can clearly make out. Yeah, so this is my build of this guy, and I think it's quite special.